What's up, YouTube? Your boy ChasmRift, and we're back with more like revealing of people's Showdown replays. This is before anyone else actually sent me replays and whatnot, so I don't know if anyone actually did it and whatnot. But I am purposely uploading this after the fact, the first video. So we're here with Nightmare again because he sent me two. Might as well review them both instead of sitting on them for over a week now. So yeah, I'm gonna do this right now when I get the chance. I would review my own replays, but I don't think that's gonna be as fun because it'll be me just basically breaking down what I should have done better. I don't think you guys would care to hear me talk about that, especially since I think the commentary would be a little bit biased because I know how the match went prior. Doing it with blind replays, I think is pretty cool. So we're back at it again. We're watching Nightmare battle. He's battling an interesting team. I gotta flip it around when we get into the battle. He's battling against Charger Bus, which is really interesting to see. Torkoal. This is a really weird team that he's battling against. I don't see too much synergy per se, besides maybe Dragapult into Torkoal, Dragapult, actually never mind. There's a lot of synergy if you put Dragapult with like 4 of the 5 Pokemon, because I don't know what Charger Bus want to do. So looking at this team, I don't really see anything that like stands out as a threat immediately to Nightmare besides Torkoal. So Torkoal is a threat to everything but the Lapras. It's just really good at walling out all this stuff in terms of taking hits, and none of the Pokemon in the opposing Nightmare's team really want to take an eruption, if you ask me. Conqueror is a strong Pokemon. If it's in a scenario where there's no Togekiss out there, then it could really do some damage. It depends on what's the rest of its moveset though, because Dragapult will either have a good time or a bad time against it. And then finally, I think the other big threat, well, it depends on if this is a physical or special Dragapult. I'm leaning towards it possibly being physical, because otherwise there's 3, potentially 4 other special attackers on this team. So if it's physical Dragapult, I think Nightmare is going to be pretty fine. So the only other threat I can see is the Inteleon. There's only like 3 threats that should pose a threat to Nightmare. Gotta stop saying the word threat. On the other side though, this team doesn't seem to have too much going for it in terms of stopping Togekiss from being a very supportive Pokemon. It can handle Incineroar well, but I don't know if it can handle Togedemaru or Rotom. So this is a weird matchup because I've never seen a team built like this, so I can't really make accurate predictions on who will lead out. If you ask me, instead of going out for a bold like 2-person lead, I will say for sure, if you ask me, in this scenario, I think I will lead Togedemaru, just to be very disruptive, because it could be a strong factor in this match. So I think Togedemaru for sure will come in. I don't know, I say that Epirus will also come into this battle at some point. I don't know if it's going to be elite. On the opponent's side though, I think for sure what they're going to need is they're going to just have to shut down Lapras ASAP. So I think they're probably going to lead Conk to some degree. I think they may lead Conk Dragapult, but I think Torkoal's going to be in the back to potentially disrupt the weather that Lapras can set up. So let's see. Switch sides, because I like to watch it from Nightmare's perspective. So it's Charger Bug and Inteleon. I knew that Charger Bug probably has something going for it, but he did lead Togedemaru and he let the Incineroar. So it's Fake Out into the Inteleon, Max Geyser deleted Incineroar, and then String Shot. Why? Why? What am I watching? So let's break down that first turn. That was a pretty textbook turn if you ask me. I thought it was pretty obvious that the Inteleon was going to Dynamax. So either that or potentially go for Protect, because a lot of people like to protect their Inteleon before going in for the setup. So I probably would have faked out the Charger Bug just to prevent it from potentially doing what it needs to do for Inteleon. But why the String Shot? Like, just why? And I don't fault Nightmare for staying in with the Incineroar. I don't think anything on his team really wants to take that Max Geyser, especially since I don't think his Lapras is actually Water Absorb. That's like the only Pokemon I can see who would have wanted to take in that Max Geyser. Max Wormwind almost gets the KO on Inteleon. Max Hailstorm. So the opponent really is playing this as well as they can with the Life Orb variant. The Iron Head. There we go, the flinch. Pretty honest gameplay so far. I don't know why they switched out. Oh wait, I forget. It's the Togedemaru, right? So Charger Bug flinched. Sent out to Conk. Oh, the Inteleon feinted to the hail. That makes sense. I forgot that hail was put up on that turn. Might be. I'm not good at watching the Showdown interface. So dual protects. A yarn from the Togekiss, but the Conk protected. And string shot. So, as weird as it sound, I think both sides played that as best as they could. Even the string shot with the Charger Bug was a good play. Because if Conk can potentially survive whatever is being thrown his way this turn from the Togekiss, if the opponent can get up another string shot, I think there's a chance Conk can actually outspeed. Even if this is a max speed Togekiss. Don't hold me to that. But I think after a -2, depending on how the Conk is built, can potentially outspeed the Togekiss and be a threat. Togedemaru is always the wild card, but they both can't status it because it already has the burn going for it. So another Iron Head. The Thunder Punch, bro, why would you Thunder Punch? That crit is unfortunate. I think Conk lives, even if it's... Actually, no. I take that back. I've been seeing a lot of frail Conks lately, in my own experience. But bro, I don't think they were going to win at all. We didn't even see what their fourth Pokemon was going to be. But to be completely fair, I don't think they were going to win at all after that turn. Like, come on, Thunder Punch. It makes sense to have Thunder Punch on the team because you're going to deal with Togekiss, you're going to deal with Dragapult, you're going to deal with Tyranitar and Lapras. So, you know, having good coverage across the board is really strong. Obviously, Thunder Punch isn't going to be good to stop Tyranitar. But, I mean, you know, it's a good move to have. And you stirring out a lot of potential threats that are going to be coming down in the meta. So, obviously, having Thunder Punch makes a lot of sense over, you know, the likes of Fire Punch or... I mean, you could have Ice Punch, but I guess if the Inteleon is the main Dynamaxer and is going for Max Hailstorm, you don't need it too much on the Conk. I don't know, I feel like they could have played way better. Like, obviously they were going for the Thunder Punch into the Togekiss slot, and they forgot about Lightning Rod being a thing. But I feel like even if they remember that, which that makes the play even worse, I feel like if they really wanted to be effective, like I said last turn, just survive whatever attack Togekiss throws your way, and then with the -2 on the Togekiss, do some things with your Conk. So what they should have done, if you ask me, was use a fighting type move. Hopefully they got something besides just Mach Punch. You know, a Drain Punch could work really well. Close combat potentially. Like, there's those different. They had different options besides just going for a Thunder Punch. That was just bad. So overall, I think Nightmare played it well. Besides missed opportunities for the flinch on the Charger Bug. Incineroar being sacked off made all the sense in the world. We learned that Lapras didn't come into this battle. So, of course, you know, looking at the opponent's team, Incineroar isn't really helping out much besides maybe walling out the Dragapult. But, again, you got a Togekiss and you got a Togedemaru who could potentially get a Nuzlocke. Like, he had options. He had his own Dragapult in the back, which could also match up well against it in the mirror matchup. So, I'm not too mad about that, letting this Pokemon get one-shotted. I'm really criticizing the opponent. Like, they really messed up that one turn. Overall, give Nightmare a nice solid A-. You know, the fake out into the Charger Bug would have been better. The reason I'm not attacking that too much is because it wasn't too much of a factor, if that makes sense. Now, if the string shots actually came into play and Nightmare either lost the Pokemon or lost a crucial turn because of the speed drops, then sure, the fake out would have made more sense to be the correct play to make if there was any adjustments to be made. But the fact that it led to nothing, I can't really say per se that was a bad play, because if this was a best of 3 scenario, he now knows that, hey, let's get rid of this Charger Bug and, you know, let's try to pivot around the Inteleon, go from there. So A- for Nightmare. His opponent deserves like a C-. Like, he played the Inteleon well. He had good intentions with the Conk, I feel. The fact that he was able to use Charger Bug well, but that Thunder Punch and just the constant spamming a string shot, no, that's not very effective to do, especially if you're doing research on Pokemon abilities. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. This is a little bit longer because I had to rant on the opponent. So send me them Showdown links down below. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. And I'm out of here. Like I said, I'm here to just commentate. Win or lose, I'm not going to bury you guys. I might bury your opponents because they're making bad plays. I'm not gonna bury you guys because, hey, I want you guys to improve. Goodbye.